Welcome to ASQ TV, where we're creating a global view of quality. Keeping a team on track can be a challenge, especially a virtual team. In this episode, we learn how to work effectively with a remotely based team. Discover the project prioritization matrix, plus get advice from the world's best teams. Team meetings are nothing new, but with more people working remotely, virtual meetings are becoming more common. Virtual meetings can be very effective, but also present their own challenges. As chair of the ASQ Innovation Division, Peter Merrill has led many virtual meetings and says the key to getting things done is keeping group sizes small.
And one of the things we know is that once a meeting gets much beyond 6 to 8 people in a virtual environment, it becomes very much more difficult to manage. So as a general principle, you tend to use virtual meetings as kind of reporting in. This is the status, this is where I've got to, so that everybody knows where we're at. When it comes to, shall we say, more fundamental decisions, and when it comes to moving forward and setting strategy, you probably want to have a smaller virtual meeting, the 6 to 8 persons that I talked about.
Tools like WebEx and GoToMeeting can be useful, but Merrill says they can also be hard to manage, and not to forget about the value of meeting in person.
So one of the things that I do advocate is for any group to have periodic face-to-face meetings. Why? Because the bandwidth in a face-to-face meeting is so much more information transfers.
That face-to-face interaction can foster innovation within a team.
Innovation depends on collective knowledge. The term sometimes used is group genius, in order to find ideas and solutions. And so one person pitches an idea in, and it triggers a thought in another person. No question, teamwork is the way to do it. And if you look at history, people like Edison, he had a large team of people working with him. He was really the facilitator. He sort of organized and led the team.
For more tips on building and directing project teams, read Merrill's article, Team Sports, at qualityprogress.com. Working as a team can be useful to generate new ideas for projects, but individual team members often bring a variety of priorities and goals, making it difficult to choose which projects to pursue first. A project prioritization matrix is a tool to help teams identify the best use of their resources. To use a prioritization matrix, a team should first determine possible projects and list them on one side. Next, the team thinks of important factors or criteria to evaluate the options and lists those across the top, weighing each for importance. Then rank each project in each factor area and add up the totals for each factor. The project with the highest score is the project the team should tackle first. Learn more about the prioritization matrix and see an example at the link below. Every year at ASQ's annual conference, the International Team Excellence Award, or ITEA process, recognizes the best quality and continuous improvement teams in the world. Here, recent finalists share tips and advice on working effectively as a team.
Whenever we get into a continuous improvement project, irrespective of which methodology that you're going to use, either Lean, Six Sigma, TIS, or anything else, the most important thing is a project management approach has to be adopted. There should be a change management. A proper preparation before executing on the project has to be done. The team should be prepared for the success. And the way that you can actually ensure your team is prepared for the success only if they're prepared and equipped with the right tool, right knowledge to actually do the project.
I think it's important to go deep and try to seek the root cause of some problem instead to just try everything, because you can lose a lot of money in actions and a lot of time. That's really important. When you try to do with some methodology, it's better to can save money and save time.
I think one of the most important thing is the communication with the people. The people want to know what's happening in the organization, and if you share the information with them, I think they can support your project or apport ideas to increase the value of the project now. And the other, it's all the time have a very good communication with our leaders. That's very important. No? Then I think the communication is totally part of the success of the project.
I would say any continuous improvement you do, It's always a good best practice to share with other companies, because you'll find that a lot of companies have the same issues you have. And it's amazing that you then think that you're not alone in the issues you've got.
For more on the ITEA process, see the link below. And don't forget to check out the Team Excellence video series and, of course, the new ASQ Standards channel. You can find these special offerings by clicking on the Channels tab at ASQ TV's homepage. In our next episode, we'll look at quality and corporate sustainability. See you then.